So the other thing then is oh, okay, that's all great, Jeff. You're telling me about the boat in front, but what if I do want to roll that boat? Okay, well then set yourself up to do it, right? If that boat has gone low, don't go low to pass to sort of get closer and then try to roll them, because now they're in a position to take you up. If you want to roll that boat, you need to be at least a boat length ahead, or above them. I would say 2 boat lengths above them, right? Because now I'm way up here. There is no way you can come up and get. In fact, as soon as I see somebody coming up to get me, I've got them. I've got the biggest smile on their face, like, we got them, because now you're coming up and I've already rolled you, right? So again, think a step or two about what you want to do. If you know you want to roll somebody, right, just start inching up a little bit. Don't go up. You want to just create separation. Now you've got your separation. Now make your move.
You better explain the roll.
So the roll actually also applies upwind as well. So particularly like on a starting line. We had a situation, I think it was yesterday, Patrick, you were lured on me. We're on starboard, a boat length to windward. You're on starboard, a boat length to leeward, and you're yelling, keep it up. Okay, come on up. Because in order for you to get where we are, in the exact same situation, it's the same scenario. If you're a boat length to leeward to somebody, and you try to drive them up, whether it's on a starting line or whether it's downwind, in order for you to get to where they are, you've got to turn your bow up into the wind and sail slow while they just roll across you, okay? Whether you're going off the wind or whether it's a starting line, if somebody is a boat length to leeward of you, they're not a factor for you. You can, especially downwind, because you head up a little bit and gain just the tiniest bit of speed. Starting line, it's a little less clear, but you can usually just harden up and go.
And then the other tactical thing downwind is if you are so you've got a boat in front of you, you are sort of that trailing boat. Don't try to roll them here, right? You've lost that battle. What you need to worry about is the jibe, right? Because that's now when you can cover them, right? So you need to, number one, watch them to see when they're about ready to jibe, and then you jibe, right? Because then what's going to happen is you're going to jibe, they're going to jibe, and now you're like this, right? So now your shadow is on top of them. Now that's your opportunity to pass, right? Is jibe to cover, and now you're throwing that wind shout on them. So I will often stay low and just try to gauge. So if I'm back, if I know I can't go this way, I will just ride those puffs down as I can, and now they might be thinking, oh, well, now they can't roll me, right? I'm in controlling position. Yeah, but as soon as we jibe, now I'm on top of you.
I got a question on rounding windward mark. You see quite a bit, where there's a spread in the breeze. There'll be 3 or 4 boats still coming up, maybe on port tack, coming towards the mark. When you round and you're setting spinnaker, what's your responsibility to those port tack people? When they're coming that mark and you're heading back into traffic, if you've decided.
We're on starboard. We did a starboard bareway rounding. Yeah, and they're coming to me on port. Yeah. I have no responsibility other than to stay clear if it's clear that they are not keeping clear, right? But I will. If I notice that they might have their head in the boat or something, I will yell starboard. I will yell, keep clear. But they owe me. I mean, I'm the starboard boat.
Even though they're lured.
Which rule takes precedent?
Starboard. All right. So if then if you did a dive, you did a dive round, and you're on port and they're on port.
Then they're lured.
Now they're lured.
Right.
Your Jibe-set puts you port and windward.
Yeah.
So beware.
See in conversation about Jeff doing very few Jibe-sets.
Yes. Yeah. So that's where I was leading. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Bareway set is fast.
Yeah.
It's fast in most situations. It's a square course.
Offset marks, we can't run offset marks usually because we just don't have the hardware to do it. But yeah, the offset mark kind of forces that, right? I mean, isn't that kind of the point?
An offset mark forces what?
The barrel
It forces
no.
the separation between the rounding boats and the boats leaving.
All right.
It doesn't force a barrelway set.
Okay.
And one thing on the on and offset or any reaching legs, on a reaching leg, my vang is now treated like a main sheet. We will adjust that vang on the reach to get those telltales streaming, and we like telltales streaming near 100% on a reach.
Yeah, I agree.
So the main sheet basically becomes a traveler at that point. You're moving it in and out for the angle of the puff, and the vang is being used to twist the sail to get those streamers flying. So yesterday we had a lot of reaching legs. That was a lot of fun, and we also had some downwind legs without spinnakers. You asked about, is there a situation when you would heel to windward or heel the boat going downwind, and downwind with the jib, the wing on wing, centerboard down. I like heeling to windward because that gives you power and steerage, because the main is the bigger sail. Whether it's 100% better or not, I don't know. But that's kind of a carryover from dinghy racing.
Yeah,
like 420 racing.
As opposed to this.
As opposed to this.
As opposed to this
dinghy, right? Well, smaller dinghies. If you watch any like high school collegiate kids, when they sail downwind, they're going to be working hard to get that boom up, and it works. I find in flat water, again, you can't go wrong with flat. But we start getting in rollers, a little bit of rollers and waves. Heeling to windward on that with that. You'll see me hike out, holding. Crew holds the boom. I got the jib sheet, and I'm just working hard to carve down in those waves.
Elaborate a little more on carving down.
I was gonna ask that. Like when you're in Florida and you've got like the 3 foot.
Yeah. So what I mean is, you feel a puff that wants to round your boat up to like make you heel more. You turn the tiller so that you put your bow down a little. So you're gonna ride up a wave and then turn your bow down to drive down that wave. And trying to ride those puffs downwind.
subtle movements,
Subtle,
right?
subtle,
I mean, you see,
subtle,
Jimmy didn't
yeah.
move. Jimmy didn't move even as he was thinking about it. He didn't move the tiller much because
you
keep
see
in mind
it.
that's a brake, right? Every time you move that rudder, it's a brake. You're essentially making the water hit it at a different angle, right? And so it is just slightly up and down, and slightly up and down, right? So it's not a big adjustment.
To wit, whenever you do get a situation, which is not uncommon, where you do need to slow down, move further back, and big rudder movements. If you need to slow down, you're coming on a starting line, I'm going too fast. Carve that boat, make it just point up to the wind, down, up, down, hard movements.
Or even coming into a mark.
Coming into
right?
a mark,
and you're
too
the
fast.
outside boat, right?
Yeah.
If you're the outside of the third boat, you are going to end up. If you were the third boat out, you are going to end up in a better position if you slow down and just follow around.
Yep.
That's a much better.
Than
Much better.
getting
If you
shoved on
watch
the outside.
if you watch sailing videos of Olympic racing and all that sort of stuff, it is a parade around that mark. They are never 3 and 4 boats deep. They don't do the pinwheel. Why? Because that is so bad. Like tactically, it's bad. It sets you back 4 boat lengths, right? So you want, like, if once you're outside, just slow down and go around.
So you're allowed to do that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You just can't pump the main.
You can't pump the main.
So it's different
Well, you
from
can do it per wave.
Sculling's only faster if there is 0 wind.
Yeah.
So if you're sculling, it's only slowing you down.
Got it.
Only. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no rule against actions that make your boat go slower. some reason the rules seem to be silent on that.